Hey guys, so as some of you have probably seen, I've been ramping up some information around my 7-step hormone healing system because we are launching a live coaching round on Feb the 20th. So I wanted to chat a little bit about what this program actually is and what it is not. And I guess the first thing that I always want to reiterate is that this is not a quick fix program. This is not a cheap $197 jump in and follow an eating plan, do some exercise and lose weight. This program is a lot more specialized. It is a deep dive for women who are actually, I guess, at a hormone level unwell. Women who are struggling with disease-like symptoms such as metabolic syndrome, underactive thyroids, inflammatory conditions like endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, PMDD, hormonal migraines. These are the women who have probably gone down that road of oral contraceptive pills and synthetic hormones through their doctors, and it worked for a little while, but now the wheels have fallen off again. It's for the women who, go on calorie restriction diets and nothing happens. The women who go and implement exercise and nothing happens. So it is a much deeper dive. What we are providing in this program is life-changing information for the rest of your life. There's no quick fix, okay? It's going through the steps that you need to take to reverse these disease-like states. Infertility, PCOS, endometriosis, they can all be treated, they can all be reversed, but there's work to be done. And this program is basically an encyclopedia of education and information surrounding absolutely everything I personally did over a year-long period to reverse my diagnosis of polycystic ovarian syndrome, to reverse my diagnosis of early onset menopause at age 27, to eventually conceive naturally after being told that it would never be possible based on what was going on with my system at that time, which I was told by gynecologists and endocrinologists. My thyroid stopped working, which is why I put on that 14 kilos, and back then in my 20s I was carrying 10 to 14 kilos more than what I do now. So there's layers of healing, there's work to be done, and that's the one thing I really wanted to reiterate. Essentially what this program is an opportunity for women to work with a naturopath, especially if working with a naturopath one-on-one is financially not possible. So in this program there are 8 modules. So essentially it's like having 8 naturopathic consultations, all there mapped out in video form. Now the beauty of doing this as a group is that we're guided. Now, I am going to be in this program daily. I'm going to be doing bonus videos daily. I'm going to be posting tips and education, motivation, inspiration daily. So you're going to have me in your pocket. So it's an opportunity to embark on something new, which we all know new can be overwhelming, can be scary, it's pushing out of that comfort zone. So it's an opportunity to try new things with me coaching you through it on a day-to-day basis. This program, the reason I'm so passionate about this program is because I see it so often, that sliding door moment where women are struggling with debilitating hormonal symptoms, whether it be hormonal acne, migraines, painful heavy periods, flooding, fibroids, all these things, and they're kind of only given one treatment road. Either A, have a hysterectomy and whip the organ out, like it's no big deal. 2, throw things like Mireninas and synthetic progesterones or hormonal contraceptive pills in there to suppress and put a blanket over those symptoms. Now, this is a dangerous, slippery slide because the things that are causing these problems are the result of dysfunctional things going on in your body. Remember, the hormonal symptom, the painful period, the PMS, whatever, it's not a disease itself. It is your hormones communicating to you that something's out of balance in your body, that there is disease forming in your body. And these are the 8 steps we put you through. Adrenal health, thyroid health, gut health, nutrition, liver health, colon health, like it goes on and on. There's so much in there. If you don't correct these things, but you simply put a mask over the top in terms of hormonal contraception and stuff like that, the disease that's bubbling below the surface is still there. And the end game for these women is like cancers, endometrial cancers, cervical cancers, breast cancers, uterine cancers. They happen because we ignore what our body has been trying to tell us for many years, and it's all so preventable. Now, I lost my dad to cancer, so I'm extremely passionate about this. And the thing is, cancer doesn't just form overnight. Cancer occurs because of years and years of your body struggling, your body being stressed, inflamed, battling underlying infections that you don't even know are in there, poor gut health, yes, exposures to environmental things, yes, genetic factors, yes, poor diet. There's so many things that contribute it. And so my gift in this program is educating you and teaching you with literally heaps of lifestyle practices and self-care practices that you can experiment with and implement on a day-to-day basis. Now, a big part of what this program is about, and my whole business philosophy is about, is balanced babes. I probably drink more wine and eat more chocolate than most of my clients, yet I still don't have any issues with my weight. I don't have any hormonal symptoms. I don't have issues with my periods anymore. I don't have any of the things that I went through for all of my 20s because I've learned how to live in balance, and I've learned how to do the balancing things to mop up what we would call the damaging lifestyle things, like the drinking the wine and the eating out and all of those things, right? Because I've learned how to live in balance, and these are the skills that I teach you through these programs, as well as the treatment protocols that you need to do to reverse, like I said, the metabolic syndromes, the thyroid problems, the constant inflammation, the endometriosis, the PCOS. So this program is for women who need that deeper level of support and that deeper level of help. The women that can't just, go on a calorie restriction diet and all of a sudden the weight just falls off just with a bit of extra effort in diet change and exercise. There's so many women out there who are doing that and still looking in the mirror and seeing absolutely no change on the scales, and it's really defeating, it's really heartbreaking. And this is because they're what we call, hurdles or obstacles in the way that are stopping the body from actually achieving that healing state and then finding its natural state of homeostasis and natural weight. So this program is an investment in yourself. Okay, the program is $997 for a 12-week program. So you get lifetime access to all the information, lifetime access to our healing group so that you can be interacting with me, asking questions all the time. It's available on payment plan of $50 a week or $100 a fortnight. I'm very, very open to manipulating that payment plan even more. If that's slightly out of your reach, we can extend it even more. If you are called to do this program, if you know you need to do the healing, if you know you need someone to hold your hand, don't let money be the reason you don't jump in this. Now, I also put a price on this program because there is literally 15 years of my experience that has been poured into this program. I graduated as a naturopath in 2007. I have walked the walk, I've talked the talk, I've been through physically absolutely everything that you guys are going through, and I spent hours upon hours experimenting, watching webinars, reading books, implementing until I fine-tuned this healing system to get to the point where I know wholeheartedly that it works, because I reversed my PCOS, I reversed my infertility, I reversed my early onset menopause, I got my thyroid working again, I cleared up my cystic acne, the painful periods. I suspected had endometriosis. I was never officially diagnosed because I never went down the surgery route. But this program works if you're willing to step in and do the work. So there's an investment, because this is an investment in yourself. It's an investment for the rest of your life, and there's work to be done. It's not something to just sign up and then never log in and never do anything about. I want you guys to do the work and get the results, and I'm going to be here motivating you and inspiring you to do so. So that is the program. It's not just an everyday, jump on a weight loss plan and lose some weight. It is for the deeper healing. It is for the prevention of chronic diseases. Now, we live in a society where Alzheimer's and dementia is on the rise threefold. 1 in 3 people have an autoimmune condition. 1 in 3 people get cancer. 1 in 2 women nowadays have hormonal issues. And if these things are the result of long-term neglect, I guess you'd say, from your body, and not an ignorant point of view, not a I'm deliberately not taking care of my body, from a women simply not knowing how to look after their body, not knowing the dangers of certain things in society, not knowing the risks associated with ignoring slight little symptoms and suppressing them with pharmaceutical drugs. But the problem is, the consequence is 10, 20, 30 years down the track is chronic debilitating diseases. And this is what I'm so passionate about, giving women the tools and the skills to listen to their body. So as part of this program, not only are you getting, like I said, the course that you have lifetime access to, you get, like I said, the weekly call, bonus calls and bonus trainings, bonus treatment protocols. but also you're getting group healings. Now, I've done a lot of extra study and training in things like breathwork, NLP, kinesiology. So we have fortnightly group healings, which are all designed, we call this our Balance Babe Sister, or designed to help you connect in with your womb wisdom. And this is about learning to listen to your hormones and listen to your body, tapping in, tuning in, and enhancing that intuition. Because the reality is our hormones are like an internal navigating system. They let us know what feels good, what doesn't feel good. And this is from not just a physical point of view, also from an emotional point of view. When we're tuned in with our hormones and our intuition, we get to follow our dreams, follow our passions. We get to make decisions about relationships, about jobs, about careers, and you may want to start, because we're intuitively tuned in with our values, our needs, our wants, our desires, our boundaries. So you get to live life then on your terms when you learn this connection with your body and this connection with your hormones. So that's another huge part of this program that I guess differentiates from other standard, I guess, hormone balancing programs you may see online. We do the deep spiritual, emotional, and physical work. And like I said, the goal of this is to make it as fun and easy as possible. It's not all hard work. This is not a program where you have to go 12 weeks without alcohol, 12 weeks without sugar, 12 weeks without things. It's about balance and finding what you can work with, what's doable for you. Obviously, with this program, you get 2 one-on-one consultations with me. So this is the beauty where I get to go over your health with a fine-tooth comb, prescribe you anything you need individually, really fine-tune what your program view and making in terms of, okay, make sure you focus on this module. You maybe don't need to put as much emphasis on this module, but you can't skip on this module. I'll refer you off for different bloods. And the bonus that you're getting as part of this round is a oligo scan. So this is for anyone who can get to see me on my Sunshine Coast clinic, because this is a scan that we do in person. Basically, we take an ultrasound of the hand and it tests your body for all your tissue levels of your vitamins, your minerals, and your heavy metals. And these are key things for healing. If you don't live in a position where you can come and see me on Sunshine Coast, you are getting a free hair mineral analysis. And both of these tests are valued at over $150. And I've been giving this free as part of a $997 package, obviously still available on the payment plans. So there is a lot involved in this program. It's not just a quick fix program. It's not like going and doing a 12-week challenge at your gym where you're just changing your diet and exercising. It's a deep dive into understanding about your body and your hormones and how to live your life in alignment with your truth, and your values, but also how to live your life based on what suits you and your body. You know, this is a classic example. We see all this information now. Everyone's going on about the carnivore diet or the keto diet or the vegan diet or the whatever. All these diets are great. They all have their place. It's about what matters for you and you individually. So we help you understand, explore your body so you know what foods to eat. Because avocado is amazing for one person, but it's not great for another. And we don't actually ever get that information unless we're tuned in and checked in with our body enough to actually be able to understand this. So this is the wisdom we teach through this program. Body connection, body understanding, through understanding the role of our hormones and symptoms and feelings. So I hope this has answered a few questions about the 7-step hormone healing system. It is my absolute baby. I am so proud of this program because I know that whoever does it is going to get results if they commit to it. And it's my absolute pleasure to share it with you. So if you have any questions or would like to speak with me one-on-one, please send me a message. We can jump on a phone call and we can have a chat about it with you and your specific situation and how the program can work for you. Remember, it is kicking off on February the 20th. So please get in touch if you want to know more information, and I look forward to embarking on this journey with you.